So here we are at Kentish Town Forum with Sleep Theory. Now, before we get into this, I know Molly wants to ask a question.
Why did you choose the name Sleep Theory? And my second question is, what was your favourite song to record?
Oh, okay. So, you know, a lot of people ask about where the name originates, but it's not as interesting. Actually, it's actually kind of interesting. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the rap artist Childish Gambino, but he chose his name. He went to a random rap generator. It's kind of like an 8-ball, and so he like put in a few words, and then it would and so that's how he got his name, is Childish Gambino. Well, for Sleep Theory, I started the project back in 2019, and it didn't have a name from 2019 to 2022, and I was trying to figure out the right name for it. I was very particular, and been going through names for those 3 years. Couldn't think of anything. But then someone mentioned, they're like, hey, have you thought about maybe any scientific, words for maybe names or something like that? So I was like, sure, let me try that. And so I went to Google and I typed in scientific words. And the second list that popped up, it was a link. It said 100 scientific words. And so like I clicked on it, it had like 2 columns, and it had like a whole bunch of lists of scientific words. It had this, and then one side had REM sleep, and on the other side, in a different area. So like REM sleep was here, and then theory was somewhere down here. But when I clicked on that link, the first 2 things I saw was REM sleep and the word theory. And I was like, let's just take the REM off of the sleep. I was like, Sleep Theory. I was like, that's pretty good. So I was like, there it is. And so like, it's, like if you see, like if you open up a book, the first 2 words that you see in a page, like that highlighted, it was just like, that's it. It's kind of interesting, not as interesting. It's not like a crazy backstory, but I guess, when I tell the story, it is kind of crazy. Like, it's very random.
Lost in the noise and I can't turn it off. The chaos spreads and it's getting louder. I run to escape, but it's never enough. It keeps chasing me, it's erasing me again. In my head, but I don't know. Light it up and watch it go. I shut it out, but it all comes back again. Every day it takes control, even worse when I'm alone. Can't turn it off, cause it just gets louder. So turn it off, cause I'm losing my mind. All the voices and these noises, all I can find. Is it real? Can I keep up the fight when the static pushes back and there's nowhere to hide?
And was your other question, which was the favourite track on the album to record?
My favorite 2 track that's on the current album would probably be Words Are Worthless. It's a ballad. It's either that or Afterglow. I love songs where I can be a lot more vocal freedom. So it's very melodic and there's a lot of powerful vocal spots in the song. So I love that.
If I can keep you from falling to pieces, then I'd be saving myself in the process. And we'll collapse every word till we're speechless, because you'll soon find that words are worthless now.
So you say Sleep Theory came into being in 2019, and this is your debut album, Afterglow. Now, here you are in Kentish Town Forum in the UK on your debut album. And are you quite surprised by that? What does it take to get out of the States and get over here on a debut album?
So I always try to say this correctly because I don't want it to come off as being arrogant, but there's a difference between being arrogant and confident. They're very close cousins. So you can be overly confident, which leads to arrogant, and you can be, but I say it confidently that when I started music, I knew where I wanted to go with it. And I knew that I had the drive in myself and the want to be there. So I always tell my manager, he's like, oh man, we got this. He's like, are you not like excited or surprised? I'm like, man, I don't get excited about the things that I've always believed that were within reach. I get excited about the things that are outside of what I thought was possible. So it's very surprising that it's happened so quickly. But did I think that I would get here at some point eventually? Yes. Because I'm very competitive with myself, and I'm very driven to get to where if I have my mindset on something, I'm going to figure it out.
I'm almost apologetic for asking this question, but the genre of music we're in is very white Anglo-Saxon, and you are not. But then, which always strikes me as strange when you've got the likes of Jimi Hendrix and Phil Lynott. And why is this genre of music that we all love so very white Anglo-Saxon? And has that been an issue for you? Has it been a stumbling block, or has it in fact made you stand out?
I think that it's made me stand out. But also I think that what I think it is truthfully, I think there's a lot of artists that are of color are afraid to get out of the norm of what they are given. And I think a lot are starting to be a lot more creative into, again, Childish Gambino. It's funny that, like he mentions in one of his songs is like a lot of, people of color just like, they're afraid to get made fun of. So they don't want to get outside of the norm of what, like I said, of what we're given and expected. And I guess it could be flip-flopped if there was a white guy wanting to do rap music. And, so the expectancy of someone of whatever race is, for whatever reason, given to people, which creativity comes from everybody. And I think that I've always been drawn to rock music because it's just fun. I've gone to, I've been to rap shows, I've been to whatever, I've been to country shows, but rock music is a lot more fun because people are in the moment, they're really feeling the music, and the energy is just way better.
In times of pain, in tragedy, he comes and waves, he comes and threes, when everything comes down on me, he comes and waves, he comes in the race.
I've been into rock music since I was like 11, and it's just been that one genre of music that I've always gone back to because you listen to, there's classic rap songs, I guess, but they're more trendy for the time, you may have a rap song that's popular in 2020, but if you're listening to that popular rap song in 2020 and 2026, they're like, why are you listening to that old song? That's lame. We're on to something else. But in rock music, when you listen to an old song in 2020 or 2000 or 1990s, that's a classic. It's just it's a lot more appreciated. The music is a lot more appreciated. So, and I'm a musician. I make music for, I want to make generational music. And it's not just for a trendy year or a trendy year or two. I like for it to be something that people can remember.
You feel it creeping, 1,000 knives that sink in, when all you believe in gets lost behind confusion. This war, inside, scorching through the blood-red skies. This pain in your mind, you don't see what's behind your eyes.
And Afterglow, the album, I mean, you've had EPs out before, this is the debut album. Is that an album that, are there 30 songs lying on the cutting room floor, or did you go in and write the songs that appeared on the album? How did you do that process? How did you have to whittle things down to the tracks that appear there?
So some of the songs were written in between 2019 to 2022. So I can actually tell you got that are on the album: Fallout, Numb, Gravity, and I feel like there was one more that was written, Just a Mistake, were all written between 2019 and 2022. They had reworks, but other than that, those are the songs. And there's some songs that didn't make the album. There's 2 or 3 songs that didn't make the album, which I'm actually excited for those to come out because those are gonna be fun. Those are gonna be fun because we're gonna do some rewriting on those. But I think that now that we've gotten the EP out and the album out, and we know where everybody's kind of like, well, this is gonna be cool. They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun.
There's a mixture of styles that I guess help demonstrate your vocal range and gives you a chance to get out and then do different shouty stuff, do singing stuff. But I also notice on there are a lot of strings. And then when I looked at the credits, is it the Budapest Philharmonic Orchestra?
Yeah.
And how did they get? I mean, that's very random. But it's how did that come about? Because it sounds great on there.
Yeah. So we're very adamant about things sounding and just the feeling of things. And, our producer was just like, man, we should get an orchestra to like play, because we were like, man, the strings are not going to hit the same if they're programmed strings or whatever. And like, it's just not going to hit the same. And it was just like, we got to get like a real orchestra to like do this. And we got in touch with them and they loved it. We got video of them doing it. It's really cool. It's really cool.
If I can keep you from falling to pieces, then I'd be saving myself in the process. And we'll collapse every word till we're speechless, because you'll soon find that words are worthless now.
So here you are in the UK. Is this part of a European tour? Was it a conscious decision to get out of the States and hit the UK market, or is this just something that sort of you fall into?
It's definitely deliberate. Like we definitely want to. We've learned that we have love everywhere for Sleep Theory, and the one thing I don't want to do is keep anybody waiting to see us. If they want to see us, then we're gonna make sure to try to get up there as soon as possible.
Playing back the moments in my mind, I wonder why I feel it still, and if you ever will. Looking back on all this wasted time, I know we'll never get it back, and I'm sick of knowing that. And for all the things I thought I knew, the only thing I know that's true is I'm still not over you.
And so it sounds like at the moment the ball is really rolling in the Sleep Theory camp. I mean, you're here. Is it a sold-out show tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, that's surely that in itself must bring a smile to your face. But what's next then after the album? You're touring this album, but like you say, you alluded to more tracks coming out.
Oh yeah, we're back in the studio, so we're super excited about that. Yeah, super excited. Can't wait.
Is that the deluxe edition of Afterglow, or are you already thinking of new music? Whereabouts are you?
Can't tell you.
Look, come on, I wouldn't tell a soul. Come on.
I'm still caught up in the afterglow of us, and it's something that I need to know. I can trust, because I tried to leave you long ago, but now I'm broken and lost without you here. Would you come back and save me again? Without you here, would you come back and save me again?
And what next then after this tour? Are we going to get a chance to see you any festivals or anything over here soon?
We're actually going to be playing Download, so I'm excited about that. Everybody's been super excited about it. Everywhere we go, they're like, man, download. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. So I'm excited. I love festivals. Absolutely love them.
Okay, what can we expect tonight at the show then?
A lot of fun. I like to be as engaging as possible with the crowd, make sure that everybody feels seen, everybody feels as if they're a part of the show and not just watching the show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll just see tonight, man, everybody's singing. Like, everybody's singing. Like, the States people sing, but y'all singing. Y'all singing. So it's a lot of fun.
Excellent stuff. Well, I look forward to the show tonight and then back over here doing festivals in the summer.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Turn it off 'cause I'm losing my mind.